Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. Once again, it's a Friday night, and of course, you know where this is. This is, of course, The Black Table. My name is Mazino Appeal. Did you miss us last week? Well, hey, you had to go and do your civic duties now, didn't you? We'll let you guys do that. Well, we're back again for a weekend of great, libations and all, and topics. Oh, God, Kunle, your cologne is very, very strong, but I like it. Let me already introduce you to the person I have to my right, Mr. Kunle Chukumbi, who's meeting us for the first time here. Kunle, how you doing, man?
I'm great.
Good to have you here.
Except for the fact that I'm choking with my cologne.
Fantastic. We'll
Let's
talk
go.
about that in a minute, but my apologies. Welcome for the first time. You guys are going to be meeting Kunle, and I'll tell you what I call him. And to my left, you've met him before. He's a gentleman of all sorts, plus he can do your, MC, duties or what?
The premium MC.
He's the premium MC. We call him Deck. Welcome on the show once again.
Thank you.
How about you call me Premium Kunle as well?
Sorry?
Since you're Premium MC.
Yeah.
You can call me Premium Kunle.
I'll get to that. Don't worry.
Cool.
I'll get to that. Now, everybody loves him because they feel he's a smartass. But it's only the gang that he lets you see. Mr. Gang, G-A-N-G.
So he had to emerge.
Yes.
He had to emerge.
This
The grand entrance.
This guy's a virgin. But all versions of gang are great gangs. I'll let you guys know. But just note that there's another gang when the cameras are not on that if we could put on the air would make a fantastic entry to whatever social...
we have to keep to the broadcast code.
Well, in any case, you're welcome. This is the Black Table. We've got quite very interesting topics for you guys to join us in. Do remember now, to do so, you have to use the hashtag TheBlackTable on TVC. Welcome once again. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back with our quick fire topics, and we'll sink our teeth into that.
You always take the bill on the first date, second date, and third date. Bro code.
A Friday night, it's gone past 11 o'clock. Let the evil doors open. This is what we do when we get together every single night, and we talk like men do. No holds barred is the motto here, so we're going to go all out. Let's give you our first quick fire. So, Kunle, this is what we do every single evening, Friday evening. We have a quick fire topic, a number of them before we get to our main topic. And today, to start our quick fire, gang, listen to this. Most times, women meet their husbands while they are in a relationship, and men meet the love of their lives after they get married. Let's everybody be mad. So we have 3 married individuals here and 1.
Did you have to say that?
I'm sorry.
Let me jump in.
How
real
about,
quick.
how about we just, talk about this topic?
Don't worry, Gang is gonna go first. Gang,
No,
what do you
you
think?
know, I agree with the first statement whereby, a lot of women are in relationships with certain guys that don't live up to the task. They don't deliver. They don't know the value of what they have until they lose it. So they end up being with other men at the end of the day. Maybe some of you can testify how you met your wives. Maybe she was dating somebody else. But sometimes that's what the story ends up looking like. That's what it ends up being. So truth be told, a lot of women are in relationships that they don't want to be in, but they want to be in relationships till they meet someone else that's serious. If you know the value of the woman you have, marry her now.
Because somebody else is about to take her away.
Somebody else can take her
Deck,
from
was
you.
your wife in another relationship before you guys got married? Wait, did you take her from someone?
I feel like if I answered that question in a certain way, I probably would sleep outside.
Nah.
But thing is, to the best of my knowledge, I think she was actually single for 4 years before I met her, and I met her
Single for 4 years?
Yes, I met her in the weirdest of ways. Actually, I met her at a wedding. She
You
was
were
the
the MC?
chief bridesmaid. In fact, she fell in love with me before she saw me.
Wow.
She only heard my
Weddings.
voice.
It's always
and
weddings.
she no. It's not even the
sorry,
typical
that's just me
story, right?
speaking out loud.
So for
Sorry.
me, it wasn't this typical story, right? I was literally, fairy tale Barrow. She cut the bouquet.
Wow.
jokingly.
that's
proposed
so
to,
beautiful.
jokingly
That was a
proposed
sign,
to
that
her.
was a
I was
sign.
just, I was just playing. I just said, I'm going to marry you, and I give her the ring because I used to wear this ring, and I gave it to her. And
That was like
some
her.
years
But
down
the
the
main thing
line,
is that she
we
was
got married.
single.
Yes, she was actually
wasn't-
single at the time. And for me, because of the kind of woman that I married, I would, I make bold to say that, she's very focused, especially when it comes to,
Why
who
was
she wants
single
to be
for 4
with.
years, however?
okay, so that goes to show that she's actually very, very focused, you know. For someone to stay out of a relationship for 4 years, I don't think when she's in a relationship she would look outside. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Let me jump back.
Because
Let me
there's
jump back.
nothing she would have wanted to see in 4 years that she will now not see, or that she would have seen it, you know, when we got married.
Different strokes,
let's go
different
to our
folks.
let's go to our respondent for unmarried people. How many? No, wait, now wait,
Representative
no,
of-
this is Kule,
of
Kule,
unmarried
sorry,
people.
calm down,
Anyway,
Kule.
anyway,
Kule.
anyway,
How
I
many?
mean,
How many
my
people's
soulmates could
girlfriends
be
are
out
you
there.
dating now?
Excuse me?
Yes, now because
Is that
according
the
to the
topic? That's not the
according to
topic.
this, you have to
It's
be
not
You know
dating.
what? You know
It's
what?
not- how many people is he deceiving now?
Oh my goodness.
Let's not how many people.
My reputation is on the line.
No, come on.
Please,
No,
come
but you know the
on.
interesting part is that, you know, I feel like, you know, like, I mean, the topic depicts, right? It says that, you know, you can literally be with one person right now.
Yeah.
But when you eventually get married, we're hoping that you don't find your true love.
You know what? There's a mistake everybody makes when they see me. They think I'm this. Yeah, I know I'm hot and everything. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm attractive.
love
Yes.
this
but that doesn't
Zeno,
mean.
what's going on here?
Zeno knows. I mean, he knows way
I
back.
don't know.
He can testify.
I can't testify. What?
Not in that sense.
I can't testify.
Of course, not in that sense. Come on, don't be silly. But you know what? You said something about Gang said something about what was that thing you said? That men should hold on to their women.
Hold on,
when-
yeah,
what
hold
they-
on, bite them now.
And then women are always in a relationship when they find their true love and stuff like that.
The men are actually in a relationship when they find their true love.
I think it's
marriage.
like I said, it's different strokes for different folks. It doesn't always happen like that. I mean, I've experienced something like that before. So I think sometimes as well, the ladies also feel like while they're in a relationship, you know, they can always have.
They have options.
You know what? You know what I believe and what I found out recently.
What?
I think ladies too always have side chicks, side
Side
guys.
Side guy,
You
yeah.
know,
And that's
there's,
what becomes,
there's a guy they really like, and there's that guy who they see as the
This might
second
be-
option,
yeah, exactly.
second fiddle.
Exactly.
You know, so
Side piece.
Yes,
Exactly.
Kule
you
so
know,
used to
like
side chicks that he just thought chicks have side chicks.
But
No,
no.
no.
Okay,
No,
wait,
but
wait.
that
So,
happens.
but yeah, you are correct. But I think the main thing now that we should be discussing is, especially amongst all three of us, is did you meet the love of your life after you got married?
Me?
Oh, wow.
Never. What
You
do
did not.
No, I wouldn't
that's
do such.
segregation. What
You
do you
didn't.
mean
Wait,
among
wait,
the three
no,
of you?
don't worry.
Love of
Did
my
you
life.
meet
No,
the
I
love of?
protest.
Wait,
Why
do you say
did you
such?
meet the love of your life after you got
Shakira,
married?
baby.
Yeah,
I love
no.
You
Here's
didn't.
the
Can
thing.
I answer?
Yes.
I make bold to say that I met the love of my life after I got married.
Really?
Yes. I am saying it with my full chest. No, I'm
Mrs.
wait,
Martin, are you watching this show?
Gang, help me.
Is your house-
Wait,
is your house-
Hold on.
Do you, your
My
house
house,
has
so
how many
yeah, I know.
rooms?
You
Let
know,
me-
he runs to me. I know.
Gang,
I
help
don't
me.
worry.
The love
I
of your
got
life
him.
that
I
you
got
met
him.
Wait,
after you got
I have
married.
it. I have
wait,
his
wait,
back.
okay.
I have his back.
Wait.
Okay.
I met the love of my life after I got married.
Down, 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 down.
And guess who it was?
Who was it? Your
It
wife.
was my wife.
Oh.
Look at that.
This
tweet.
what
Look
I'm
at-
trying
look at
to
this
say.
smart ass.
Is you think that you know a person until you
you
start
find
living with them.
Start knowing
very
the
And when I thought that I
That is
had
very
met the
correct.
love of my life when we
That is
got
very
married, I hadn't. It took a span, it took a while to actually start to know that this is the person that I actually love. And this is the love of my life. And there's nothing you can do.
Let me
You
jump
can't-
in real
yeah,
quick.
real quick, guy.
Like something Dex said caught my attention. Like I said, if you really know the true value of the person you're with, you don't let them go. So he knew the value of who he met. He didn't let her go. She was the one. In Kunle's case now.
No. Before I say that, I was gonna say, what if the opposite happens?
No, but what in your case? I feel maybe there's a woman in your
I
life
feel
that you have.
threatened right now. In my
No,
case,
listen, because you're
oh
single.
my goodness.
There's a woman that you have let go that could have possibly been
How
your wife.
how about you hear my version of the story?
What is
and
your version?
perhaps it is the woman that let me go.
Oh yeah.
There
yeah,
you go. There you go. I mean, it happens. Sometimes it happens. It has happened to me before, you know. So I mean, it's both ways to be
So then
quite
they
honest.
let you go.
Well, so
Eh,
I'm
you
trying
know,
to. I'm
some-
trying to imagine how many people
'cause-
let you go.
Hey.
Because you know,
Ah, no,
if
I'm
I
not
look
gonna
at
go into
wait,
details
hold on. If I
anymore.
look at
You
your
guys are trying
age,
to put me on
and
the-
I look
on
at
the
my
spot.
age, and I
Alright,
realize
alright,
that in the time that I was, single, a lot of people that actually let me go. and I still found the one, right? So how many people have let you go
Maybe
that you have still
just
not
one,
found the one?
Just one.
Just one
I-
true love.
And
All right.
I'll speak truthfully now.
We've got a number
want
of
to
quick
speak
fire
truthfully?
topics.
No,
gang,
I'll speak truthfully
gang,
now.
we have a number
There
of
is
quick
just
fire topics.
one person. Let me speak.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no, no, don't worry, don't worry. We'll
It's
come
the
back
one,
to it.
though.
We have
Gino
a,
is the one that let
we,
him go.
we have a
The very
It
well.
was the one. The
we have
very
a
one. Because I
segment-
put all my hopes on her.
Coolly. We have
And
a
then
segment at
it
the end of the
happened.
show where you can actually get these out. Don't worry. But first, we have to rush to
Well,
our
it's
next
spur
quick
of the
fire.
moment.
Listen here.
It's gone.
Now, this is an entry by a young lady called Sandra Ihuawa. Now, she asks, if having sex for money makes you a hoe, does having sex for free make you a non-profit
Organization.
organization?
or individual. And
Sandra, Colette, need to chop knuckle.
So wait,
I don't know
I
how
love-
to,
I love-
I
I
don't
love
know
it
how
when
to
people
process
think
that.
out-
let's first of all
Think out of the
define
box.
having sex for money. People will tell you that I'm not a prostitute, I'm not a prostitute.
Yeah.
But if they come, you still have to pay thanks for coming, you take care of this bill, that bill, Uber, and
They're
everything.
business entrepreneurs.
This is not from experience. Does that
Really?
still fall on, it's not. Does that still
Really?
fall under sex for money?
See,
Question. Is hookup sex for money?
see, now let me
Is
just-
having a good time sex for money?
let me break it down for you
All
so
right.
you need to understand. Some prostitutes do not know that they are prostitutes. Once there's any financial form of compensation,
It's prostitution.
it's prostitution. That's it. Simple.
So
But here's the funny thing.
basically,
now when you're not collecting
so what,
money,
what do you call escorts?
they're prostitutional escorts.
So how about hookups?
Eh?
How about hookups?
They're prosti-hookups. Just add prosti.
He's very invested in hookup pass.
See,
As
listen,
a married man.
let me be honest with you. Because you know, I
he's
say
trying
this-
to
I say
define
this-
all
I
of
say
the
this a
things
lot
that
of
he's been
times on
doing.
the show.
Right.
That people they're always quick to toss in sex into their relationships
Okay.
and whatnot. So some people, some girls are out there forming. I'm doing boyfriend girlfriend. I'm sleeping with my boyfriend for free. I'm not collecting money.
Nope,
But you're not supposed to
Yeah.
be having sex in the first place.
True.
But you decided to
Absolutely.
have it, and you're having it for free. Somebody else decided, I'm going to be having this sex, but let me collect money. There's not much of a difference between you and that person that's collecting money.
The way you put it, though.
There's a difference, but there's not much of a difference.
Kule has something to say.
Now I'm trying to process what you said about.
Because
there's
I know
not-
the people you've paid
there's
for,
no-
Kunle, but what I'm trying to say is,
Oh, jeez.
what I'm trying to say
Gang,
is,
gang, nobody does better than I. I've known him longer.
okay,
He's
You've
not the
known
one
me
you paid
longer.
for.
Oh, this is a setup.
All right, but
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is a setup. This
But
wasn't what
no,
I
wait,
signed up
wait,
for.
wait. When you
But
date,
it's all right. It's all right.
when you're dating,
I'm the victim right here.
Yeah.
I'm the victim.
Listen,
okay,
wait.
and I'm going to play the victim.
wait
you know.
now, Kunle.
Okay.
When
all
you're
right,
dating,
cool.
what is the not compensation? What do you offer your partner?
Sorry, rephrase the question.
When you're dating
That's a very
when you're
good
dating anyone, what do you offer? What is the one thing that you offer your partner?
When I'm dating someone.
Yes.
Okay.
I assume
okay.
you're dating someone now.
Hold on.
Are you dating
let
someone
me,
now?
Let me answer that with a question. When
A bit
you
too
were
violent.
dating,
I don't like when you're coming back at me.
when
on,
you
though.
were dating, what was the compensation you gave?
I was not having sex. It was a very celibate relationship
I need to have a
with
drink.
my wife before I got married.
Wow.
What I gave to her
With your
was
wife?
Yeah.
Okay,
What I
hold
gave-
on. Let me ask a question. I know you're moderating and all, but let me moderate for a while. So how about before you met your wife?
I was rogue.
You were rogue.
So those are years I don't want to remember.
Well, thank God he said the truth. He actually said the truth.
Those,
so I'll
those are
give you
years
that.
I don't want to
Right.
remember.
no, we
but-
know when Zeno was useless. We know.
So let me give you. So let me weigh in on that topic. So he said you were broke. I wasn't broke.
No,
when I
it
met my
wasn't
wife.
broke. He
I'll
said
tell you why.
rogue.
Rogue.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
rogue,
please.
Okay, so what you must also understand is that, you know, when you meet a person, I think we have discussed this before.
Similar, yeah.
When you meet someone, you have to have an understanding with the person, right? Okay, so take for instance, we have a lot of people who are well placed, right? You meet a girl and she's probably, you know, someone who works in a very good oil company or you know, a fantastic organization, right? She obviously doesn't expect you to come at her financially,
Yeah.
right? What do you do to that kind of a girl?
What do you offer? What's
What do
your
you
what's
offer that kind of person?
your security?
Now,
for
a
such
lot of the
person?
time, there are a lot of, there's some of the things that you would offer that kind of person that will come off as disrespectful.
Yeah.
Right? You give that kind of girl and you tell her, okay, thank you for coming. You give her 50,000 naira.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, why
That's
did you
even
do that?
plenty, sir.
No, you never give money to
Like,
a
you won't
woman
give,
that doesn't need it.
You get me? Like, she'll look at it, Okay, so let me give you an example of
What
a
happened
girl
to you,
I
Abby?
dated. Yes, a girl I dated before I met
We
my
like
wife.
those stories.
I would not, and this is not even capping, right? She's probably watching right now. And she
and
knows,
before you met your wife.
she knows I'm telling the truth. This
Okay.
girl gave me, for the 2 years that we dated, 2.5 years that we dated, she gave me a wallet and a stocking,
And that was
right?
it.
And that was it. But guess what? I gave this girl 30 liters of fuel every week. Bought her a generator, furnished the
That sounds
house,
like trade by
did
barter.
everything, made sure that she was okay. This girl was earning very well because she was, she's a journalist.
So what compensation did you get? Was just the stocking and the wallet?
So yeah, I'm not going to go into that. I'm a married man now.
Wow.
So yeah, so you must
This is very
understand.
unfair.
It's important to know that these things happen, right? So when you're with a person, the understanding that you have with that person is very key, all right? Whether or not you are giving the person anything, it doesn't really count. You understand? Because the truth is, a lot of the time when we talk about people who compensate ladies, I've come to realize that there are actually ladies that find it insulting.
Yeah.
That when I come over to your house, I'm leaving. You're like, I just
So
said
wait,
something.
Deck, so what you're saying is at the end of the day, and I'm hoping that this is what you're saying, is that in a relationship, it shouldn't be about transactions. It shouldn't be.
shouldn't be.
not
that's
transactional.
far
Like you said,
from it.
relationship-
Like you said, once
To be
you,
honest,
hear the
once
single
you
guy.
give,
Let's hear the single
Stop
guy.
For a
calling me single
relationship.
guy. You know my name. Come on.
Kunle,
So
Shokunbi, Oshomo.
yeah. To be quite honest, you don't. I won't use the word compensate. If
yeah.
you're in a relationship with anyone, it should be for real. I don't go into any relationship I don't deem as being real. So I was talking about the lady that left, a while back. So that was something I was hoping would lead to marriage at the end of the day. So first of all, if you're with any lady, I would say that you are in the process of courting.
You are courting.
I was courting her.
How did you
So
manage that up?
I didn't F anything up. So it was, I think, then I was transitioning from my 9 to 5 to, starting my own business
Sorry,
and all.
I would like everybody to know that this is actually, Deck, by the way, this is the man behind the famous Asuwama for
Naija
Lagos.
Butcher.
He's all around Lagos.
Naija
and-
Butcher,
yeah,
just
he left
say Naija.
advertising to actually focus on being an Elera.
wow.
So what he
God.
does is butchers
He's a
goats.
butcher.
He's a butcher.
He's a professional butcher.
I'm still,
Yeah, and he makes
career-wise, I still
fantastic-
do advertising.
He still
I'm still
does
a
advertising.
marketing communications
Yeah,
professional.
But mainly,
Always been, always will be.
is an
he's
Elera.
he's a corporate Elera.
Oh,
Stop using the word anyway.
So I don't know what that means. Because
My brother, own your. It's just
Elera
language.
is a butcher in Yoruba.
It's Yoruba language.
You should try to funkify it, man.
Elera.
Why do you want to funkify
But
it?
so-
My brother, if you're making
So,
money from
anyway.
it, you're good. Yes.
Anyway, so
Real quick, because we have to move over
yeah.
to our...
So the truth is, compensation is not the word. If you're talking about compensation, then it's a totally different kind of relationship. So I think that's a relationship that isn't meant to last. It's not a what's the word now? There's no longevity in it. So if you're going to get involved with anyone, and you guys have a relationship as we know it to be,
It should be void of any transactional...
Yes, it's about exchange of affection,
affection.
exchange
Yeah.
So
of
to wrap
yeah.
this up,
You know,
I want
emotions
Dan
and
to
everything.
respond to what I'm about
He's
to
going to have
so
something
sorry.
smart
Yeah.
to say.
So to wrap it up, right? And I want you to respond.
I will.
So the thing is this, right? So all of the things that I've said does not mean that you shouldn't appreciate your partner. All right? That's not what I'm saying. But your partner shouldn't feel entitled after I come to visit you. So if I'm coming to visit you, that means that I must get something.
Yeah.
That's prostitution.
No,
But that's not a
it's-
relationship.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think
Okay,
prostitution
for a relationship,
Well,
we have to
now,
define
to,
it.
to be very honest with you, I think it's more of a transactional or prostitution state when there's finance involved.
Which will be defined from the beginning.
John, which should be defined. But if you're giving good dick, for example,
Oh my
and
goodness.
what you're giving, and that's all you're giving, which is 50-50. It's consensual. Do you understand?
blew by.
You're giving, she's receiving, she's giving you VJJ.
Whatever
and
it is, let it get stopped.
you get
in
where I'm
there.
coming from?
Yes.
If that's all that's bringing you guys together, which
Okay.
is just the sex, and nobody's compensating anyone. You get where I'm coming from?
Ding, 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 gang.
Nobody's compensating anyone. You guys are both
All right.
consensually saying,
All right.
you're giving me this, I'm giving you that, we're taking.
My cup's
And-
up.
and
Thank you
we're
very much,
moving.
Gary. We
That's
have
it.
to move on to our quick fire number 3. All right, there's always something about men and older women. And then there was this entry from I Am Art of Frank, who Arthur's Frank. Okay, yeah. He says, leave my wife's name out of your mouth. I did not marry age. I married a woman in whom I am well pleased. His wife is 20 years older
So, whoa,
than
his wife
he
is
is.
what?
So 20 years older than he is. So, the
so
question
wait,
is,
the question is, how old is he?
married to older women, how sustainable is that? We don't know
Wait,
exactly how old.
she's 20 years
That's
older
why I
than
said, how old?
I
is
don't
it?
know. But
Does it
it's
matter?
It
20
doesn't
years.
even matter. how old
20
he
years. Check
is.
this out. If he's,
I
Gang,
mean, he can't be
don't
50
be
and the
ahead of
woman
don't
is
go ahead of
70.
Wait. I know you're about 45 now, but how many years older was the oldest person you have
What
dated,
is
you
it
had dated?
with you and me tonight, Zeno?
Sorry, I haven't seen you in a while. What's the oldest you've dated? How many years? It's okay. It's a safe space.
I've always been older. I think the most would be the same age.
The same age.
Yes,
You have
that's
not
probably.
lived life. How much older?
So the thing is, right? For you to date someone older
Gang,
than you,
how
wait,
much older?
So wait, for you to date someone older, right?
I actually have
You
a
have
feeling that
to
he
be
has
old.
dated
Wait,
someone
hold on,
older.
hold on.
Because he has-
My
Yeah,
wife
oh,
is-
Jesus,
be
he has
careful.
to look.
My wife is watching this
No,
show.
now.
Listen,
Yeah,
no, but
yeah,
look.
yeah, but
So the
before
thing
you
is,
got married,
before you
so
got
you know the good part is that she knows about it because I told her. So for you, yes, so
there
for you
we
to
go.
listen, so for you to date someone really older than you are, you must be really lucky. Means that you must be very
Jeez,
handsome
luck?
for someone older than you to, stoop low to be able to speak
Deck.
to you.
How much older?
There's a name for
So
it.
I was,
Gang,
so
let's
I
see, guys.
was in my 20s, and this lady was in her 40s.
Oh my goodness, you were in your
20
20s.
years.
Okay,
Oh,
she was
no.
about to be 40. Yes. So hold on. So the thing is, so hold on now.
Continue.
So the thing is,
I
so you were,
can't
so baby, this I have told you
You
about.
were
this.
20s.
So
okay.
so the thing is, right?
Zeno.
At the time, I was working, right? I was working as a taxi driver, and I used to
Hey.
pick this lady up.
What do they
right?
call those guys in my
Wait
language? Sorry, they call them.
now. And she I don't know what happened. She just took a liking
Liking
in
to
me,
you,
and then
yeah.
she started to send
That's
me.
the way the
she would,
story
she would book me for the entire day, and then and ask me to come over and we'll sit
Spend
down
time
and
with
Come and
gist.
drive her.
Wait,
did not
wait.
say that.
wait. So she would book you for the entire day, and you guys will sit down.
Or she'll book him, transactional man. Look at this prostitute. We have a prostitute, a taxi driving prostitute on the black table. They used to book you.
20 years.
They used to book you.
20 years. I was still in my parents' house. I was still in school.
You can't be saying that. You can't say
No, I was still in school.
Could they leave that
I
alone?
didn't say 20 years.
They
I
used
said
to
in
do
my
it in
20s.
your
So I could have been 27.
Kule.
I would have been 26.
Did you
my
hear what
goodness.
Gang said? They used to book this guy.
The whole day.
That's transactional.
They used to book you.
Oh, God.
So the thing is, like I said, we're not.
I'm the
we're-
sanest,
wait
I'm
now.
the sanest amongst
Is
all
what I
of
said.
you.
So what you must
Oh my
understand is that
goodness.
we were not. At the time, it was not for
Sorry,
her to book me
rewind.
to give
So
her
he
something.
books you.
She books him.
She would book me
I mean, she
to
books
take
you
her
rather.
out,
Mm.
right? And I'll
You
take her
spend
out.
all day.
We would
All
spend
day,
time
yeah,
together.
then what
you know,
happens?
just talk.
Can you
just
go into
have-
details? Talk and then...
Wait, now, Kunle, relax.
Oh, sorry.
What are your rates now?
Good question.
What are your rates?
So we just have conversations, and she'll buy me stuff, gifts. She was
One question.
she was very
Please,
big.
sorry,
you know,
I need to interject.
with,
One question.
wait
So
now.
the very first time, how did she come across?
It was weird to me because I was really young, right? This lady was okay. So she's these older ladies that don't look old. She was very
Yeah, so
beautiful
how
and
do you go?
I'm
How
gonna
do you go?
pause you guys there. I was going somewhere with that, but I need to
paused
finish
at
first.
the
I'm coming. How
best
much
moment.
older?
When I was of the world, I said this she was about 6 years older than I was.
Okay.
So that wasn't really much of a big deal. But it's funny, I saw something on my way here today that said if you're the best age, if you're dating somebody younger than you, or you're going to be involved with somebody younger than you, divide your age by 2 and then add 7. Anything younger than that is too young for you.
Divide your age by
By
2.
So
then
if
add
I'm
7.
if I'm 35,
So if I'm 42, then that would be 21.
21 and add
So
7.
28.
28.
So-
So right now, you're not in the position to be with anybody
28 or younger.
Yeah, or younger.
so
lot of
17.
people-
Mine would
if
be
it's an older
17
woman that's going to be
plus,
with you,
7.
do that as well.
Wow.
So, and funny thing, a lot of men, now here's the thing, a lot of men, when you get to a certain age, you appreciate an older woman. Older
That I agree
women know how to treat a man.
That's me. Yeah.
So you know,
So that was where I was going with the
so
question.
wait, now from the experience, now let me
Exact-
So can you
let me
let
school
me
you
get back?
guys.
Now we're getting
Oh
there.
wow!
So you
He's
must
schooling us
understand.
now.
So wait, so you need to.
Don't keep
So
going.
you need to understand that older women. So I think it goes both ways, right? So you know the way ladies, some ladies like older men because they're very subtle, they're very patient,
Malleable.
they're more
years of
relatable, right?
experience, right?
Because of the
The
years of experience.
relationship
They're
and
not
everything.
quick
They
to
know how
anger and
to
all of that. Yeah. So
react and
at
act.
that time, right, I learned a lot. It was not a sexual relationship. Yes, it wasn't. It was
Educational.
not education.
One of the
Gang, why
directors,
you doing like
one
this?
of the directors
It was-
in my ear is saying a light.
It was no.
I
But
said
seriously,
that-
it was
I
not
said that
sexual.
inside.
It was very, very how do
Platonic?
I'm sorry, it was
Wait,
very
wait, wait,
platonic,
wait.
right?
Wait, wait,
But
when you say
very,
was
very
it sexual?
educational.
I take
learned
out my
a lot.
prostitution comment.
I
No,
learned
no,
a lot
hang
from
on.
her, right?
You're trying to say something.
But I did
What?
a lot of massaging
It's okay.
and got a lot of massaging. Too.
Don't get too
Don't put
definitive.
yourself back in
You
the
don't,
mic.
you don't even need
exactly.
to go into details. I think we can use our imagination for the
Already,
rest.
we know.
We
God.
know. We
We've
know. A
joined
lot of
every-
massaging.
every
For
hook
somebody
and
who
key.
is older and experienced, you're just massaging.
But
Are
there's
you
something that
masseuse?
he said actually.
I'm a masseuse,
There's something
actually.
that you said actually.
Right.
You actually attested to the fact that older women are much more caring. They're less. They're not as quick to anger. They're more understanding.
They're
they
more
give you. They
understanding.
give you excuses.
They're more
Gang
patient.
here said before the start of the show
They're
that
more giving.
dating an older woman is actually. Did you say that?
As
Dating
in-
an older woman was actually a very pleasant experience.
Yes, it was.
It was because they take care of you.
Take care of you. Do you know what it means? Look,
And you
know.
don't- you-
Wait. So you're taking care of younger people, right? In a relationship. Do you know what it means for a
To be
woman to
taken care
nurture
of.
you? What nurturing is?
Jeez.
She will take care of you. Like
Oh my
she will tell
goodness.
you your nails are not properly done. She's
Exactly.
one of the people that taught me how to cut my nails. She will teach me how to do stuff. She will tell me, "Are you okay? You're not properly dressed." Do you know what it means when a lady does this? Like,
This guy
Yep.
this guy is a pro.
Yep.
I
Yep.
said, this guy, this is prostitution of it.
Yep. But so
This guy is a
Dick,
pro.
is it too late for someone like Kule now to date an older person? Because Kule is 45.
I'm-
The older
not-
person
he's
will
not
be dating
45.
will be for that
But
kind
it's
of
not too
Why
late.
that
are
guy
you
50.
What's all this blasphemy?
No, but Zino, check this out.
Oh my God.
With relation to the story we're talking about,
Yes,
do you
please.
understand? He's been with this woman for a very long time.
Yeah, 20 years
You
actually.
understand? They've been together for like 20 years.
Yeah.
So for me, it's kind of odd that people are bringing up the story now. They didn't bring it up 20 years ago, but they've grown into this relationship.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from? And obviously, if your relationship works for 20 years, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
You mean the guy that
Yeah.
asked the
I'm
question?
sorry, but-
No,
Yeah.
but I don't
I'm
think
sorry,
he said,
but
I
is
don't
that-
think
is
they've
that a
been dating
problem?
for 20
They
years. Said
have-
the lady
They've
is
been
20
together.
years
No,
older.
she's not 20 years
No.
old. My bad. I expressed that wrongly.
Right.
They've actually been together for
They've
20
been
years.
together for 20 years.
How many years older she is, we
that-
do
is
not
that a
know
problem in
exactly.
this
Okay,
relationship?
okay,
Are we
okay,
Is
right.
that an issue?
I'm
Right.
asking you
Is that
guys.
an issue here?
No,
There
because
is- there
there's
doesn't
certain
seem-
times.
No,
Here's the thing.
well,
There's
for
certain
me-
times where age is nothing but a number.
Absolutely.
You do
I
know,
agree.
you do
But
know
there
that
are times when
you
it
do,
is.
you do know
Agree.
that there are
Problem.
prominent Nigerians who actually have wives older than them.
Oh,
There's
yes.
nothing wrong
oh,
with
yes.
that, right?
There's nothing
There's
wrong with
nothing
it.
There's
wrong.
nothing. See, let me tell you something. Then, I
Don't
wouldn't
feel
have
victimized.
I wouldn't mind
But
if
wait.
my wife was
But
older
wait,
than I am.
we're talking about that from a basis, we're looking at it from our generation. I'm talking about now.
Okay.
Is it sustainable now for a woman who is perhaps our age?
Right.
You're younger than most of us here. He's the oldest. You're younger than most of us here. But if a
I'm gonna
woman
sue
in
you after this show.
in this our age to date someone maybe like a millennial, someone who's
She's wasting her time.
yeah,
She's wasting her time.
she's
Wait,
wasting
wait,
her
wait,
time.
hold on,
Yeah,
hold on, hold on, hold on.
yeah, to date a millennial.
Millennial
Sorry,
is
rephrase,
something.
rephrase.
I'm talking about a classic millennial, rather dating someone who's perhaps Gen Z.
What's wrong with?
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Okay, you mean the woman is a millennial,
Millennial.
and then she's dating a Gen
Classic
Z.
millennial.
You know the interesting
she's
part?
dating a Gen
You know
Z,
the
yeah.
interesting part? I think that would actually work. I'll
Let's
tell you
hold
why.
that. Let's hold
I'll
that
tell you
thought.
why.
Let's hold that thought.
Okay.
Tell us why when we come back. Remember now, we're expecting your messages to come in. Use the hashtag #TheBlackTable on TVC. Let's replenish our drinks, and we'll be right back. We're back. You guys are talking over the. There was a point you wanted to make clear, real quick, before we move to our main topic, because it's time for our main topic now. Yeah. So real quick on that one, and then we go.
Okay, so you talked about the millennial and the Gen Z.
Yeah.
Now, somebody defined the Gen Zs and said something about the fact that they're the more confident people, they are more loyal, they are also more
Gen Zs.
expressive.
Confident, yes.
They're
Loyal, I'm
confident,
not
they're
sure.
expressive, right?
Expressive,
Expressive and
absolutely.
confident, yes, but loyal?
I'm
No.
not-
No, no,
In
no.
fact,
What I'm saying is,
being expressive and confident.
No, see,
is
see,
actually
you
The
must
reason
see,
why
you
they are
must
not
no.
loyal.
So you do know that it's arguable, right? Because these guys, it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of loyalty to
Useless.
actually want to do something online, TikTok and the likes, right? You need to be focused to be able to achieve some of these things that they do. These
It
guys
could just
work
be
very
hobby.
hard,
It could
right?
just be
Now
passion.
listen to what I'm saying. Now,
Oh,
if a
useless, just
millennial
real quick,
meets a
'cause
Gen
that's
Z,
not our main topic.
if a millennial meets a Gen Z, the probability of that relationship working is very high. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Millennials are experienced. Gen Zs are confident, are expressive.
Yeah.
That relationship will work.
No, no,
That
but-
connects
no,
will
no,
work.
Pause.
It
real
will
quick.
work.
I think you're making a mistake. We're talking about Gen Z men
Yeah.
meeting millennial women.
So see, that's the definition. So you didn't. So I'm talking about a
Listen, our final
millennial
quarter-
guy and a Gen Z
no,
lady.
We're
we're
talking the other way
flip-
around.
we're
We're talking
flipping it, we're
Listen,
flipping
we
it.
will cover this in the last quarter of the show. Let's
Okay.
move on to our main topic this evening. And this evening we have this very interesting one. It was an entry, I think, by a pastress, a female pastor. And it was something about the fact that these days
You can't tell the
women,
difference anymore.
women are actually taking liberties and in married houses are no longer cooking, I mean actual cooking for their households, for their husbands. Instead, they hire the services of food vendors, purchase these foods, and then serve to husbands and family. Now, the question that they're asking is, what we're asking, food vendors, they've been ruining marriages since 1900.
Yeah.
And is there anything
even
wrong?
way beyond that?
Is there anything wrong? Do men like the idea of their wives ordering food from vendors? And this was off a statement from Pastor Laurie Idahosa. She said, the quote here is, women, there is no shame. This is what she said. She said, there's no shame in ordering food from vendors. I'm going to come to you last. You're a married man. So, I don't know. What do you think about this? How do you view it?
So honestly, this has caused a lot of issues between myself and my wife. Baby, I love you. And
Disclaimer.
so no, I need to say, because we have had a lot of issues about it. Because I grew up in a home where you are considered irresponsible if you eat outside, right? Growing up, all right. So you have to come back home to eat all the time. And so I was used to, making food with my mom, and we have to eat we all have to come together to eat. But my wife is from a wealthy home where most of the time her parents would order for food. They would bring food in large quantities, and sometimes they cook. Sometimes
Different cultures.
Different cultural, and of course family backgrounds and what have you, right? For me personally, I'm not of the opinion that we should buy food to eat. However, there's a thin line between saying your wife shouldn't buy food and turning your wife to a slave or a chef. So sometimes I take note of the fact that, okay, my wife can decide that, okay, I'm not in the mood to cook today.
line or
Or I don't feel like. So in my house, we don't do, I'm the husband, I cross my leg and I sit down
you
and
cook?
watch it. No, so sometimes, maybe I know that maybe she's not at her best or she's indisposed. I'll cook normal. Now, other times when
Cook at
we're
home anyway.
yes, so
before you got married.
Yes, I cook at home, right? And sometimes she'll tell me that okay, she'll cook. I mean, I see my wife cooking, and she's all sweaty, she's tired, and she brings the food to me, and we both eat the food, right? And when we finish eating, I know very well that she's tired. I pack the food, the plate, and I wash it. That's the way we operate in my house, all right? Now, a lot
That's
of
the way
men
it
don't
should be.
think that
Yeah, they
in
don't
my
think that way,
culture,
yeah.
in my
How
traditional,
dare you?
where
How
where
can I
I come
wash your
from,
plates?
where I come from, it is the tradition is that your wife will sit beside you. She will cook, sit beside you,
What you eat,
watch you eat,
wash your plates.
pack your plate, and wash it. That is the way we operate where I come
Where are
from.
you from again?
I'm from Benin, from Hussein.
Yeah.
That is the way we are. So
Pause
you
there
sit
for a
down.
second,
all right.
Dick.
Now, so for me, I'm not really a fan of buying food.
Yeah, okay.
Right. But on exceptions, that okay, maybe I don't feel like I'm
Yeah.
tired. It's okay. We can eat.
Pause there for a
sometimes.
second. So let's talk to one person who's been responsible for breaking families up since a very
More
long
like
time.
mending families. Your family.
You have a
inclusive.
service where you
In
actually,
fact,
you're a vendor yourself. No,
don't
I'm not
try to
harassing you.
sugarcoat it. You know how many
Kunle,
times I've saved your bum.
Kuni,
I
I'm
was
not
gonna say
denying
something
that.
else, but
I'm not
on
denying that.
TV.
I'm just saying that as somebody who's responsible for the breakup of many families
No,
across the
you
world.
know, say the truth. You know how many times you've come to
And I'm
Kule,
not denying
Kule,
that,
I
Kule.
have an issue. Can you just send me 2 wraps of
Kule,
aswama?
do you know how
and
many
maybe
times
asuyam or
you've
something?
almost ruined my marriage?
No, more like I've helped your bum.
You haven't. Listen, can I
Anyway,
ask
I'll
a
let you
question?
land. I'll let you land. And
Now,
then I'll give it back to
Can
you.
you give us? I'm not. It's not. I'm not going to attack you.
You are
Can you give us like a
attacking me.
statistics as to how many times you've had orders from families,
families.
especially from the female member? Is it something that happens regularly? And would you say that truly, in fact, you and your service and people like you are a menace to family lives?
No, we're not a menace. And I don't know why you're asking that question.
'Cause you're a
phrasing
vendor
that
yourself.
question in
You
that
are
way.
a
We're
vendor.
not a menace. You should have phrased it as we're helping people. First of all, now, jokes apart, I'll speak from the 2 sides of the divide. I'll speak as a vendor, first of all. If you don't patronize us, who's going to patronize us? Are you going to send us out of the business? No, obviously not. I mean, like I said, we've been helping people, mending families like you.
Breaking
You're a
them up.
typical example, helping people build their relationships since 19, God knows, AD, all right? Talking about statistics, I can't give you accurate statistics right now, but I know that I have a lot of family. Funny enough, there are lots of women. In fact, women call a whole lot more than guys,
There you go.
ordering for food and stuff
So
like
is that in itself affecting culture in any
No,
way,
no,
where
hold on,
women
hold
are
on,
now
hold on, hold
refusing
on.
to cook for families?
No, hold on,
You don't
hold on.
think?
So they actually do that. However, also speaking from records, because we're talking facts and figures now, it's not. So I have a couple of customers who do that almost at intervals regularly, but I can also, from experience, say that it's not an everyday thing. So it's not really that they order stuff for the family every day. So I think it's more of a balance.
Touch
so
and go.
yeah, I think it's more of a balance. Okay, so I've established the fact or the point that, look, people can eat or can order food from food vendors. I mean, it helps. Sometimes you have
The odd
ladies.
times it helps.
Yes. Even like cases when you
But do you
and
have
your
families that
hold
are
on, hold on.
regular?
Stop interjecting or interrupting
Because
when
I have
I'm
to move
speaking.
to gang, that's
No,
why.
hold
We're
on,
out of
hold on.
time.
So I mean, like the moments you have issues with madam, and then you call to make, amends and all. So we do that. And then on the flip side, which is about, men not wanting or wanting their wives to cook all the time and stuff like that, I think it's more of a balance. You mentioned something about thin line. I think it is a fine line, right? Even as men, there are times we've actually ordered stuff or we've bought stuff on the go in traffic and all
Yeah.
of that. So
Yeah.
it's
So there's
not
a
a big
balance.
deal.
I get you. Gang, have you ever experienced a situation?
Now here's the thing.
This
First of all,
situation.
the likes of I'm meeting you for the first time, but thank you so much for your service as a vendor. For me,
For helping relationships.
they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Thank you.
My wife has already got my heart, so she's good. My wife knows how to cook. I know how to cook as well. sometimes I know when she's stressed and tired, like what Dek was talking about, and I don't want her to go through that stress. So having vendors come in is not a problem for me or for us.
Right.
And then sometimes certain things are sweeter outside than they are in the house. But let's keep it at food.
Oh, jeez.
So the thing is,
we're talking about food, actually.
yeah.
Why are you switching
so
it?
we're keeping it at
It's
food.
food.
We're keeping it at food.
You're
You
joining
understand?
him?
Food.
So sometimes it's always, there's certain restaurants.
Please don't define food, please.
There's certain restaurants or
won't.
meals that you enjoy from certain places. There's no harm in placing that order.
Oh, yeah,
sometimes,
once in
and
a
there's something
while.
that I like doing at home sometimes with my wife. When we either order food or even having something in the house, it's paper plates, it's nylon, it's plastic and the rest. There's nothing to be washed. Bag it, throw it away. Nobody's washing dishes. Nobody's washing spoons and knives. It's plastic forks, plastic spoons. Eat, throw everything away. So it's not really a big deal. But when you make it a priority, like me, sometimes I enjoy eating my wife's meal. Sometimes I love the fact that she cooked for me.
Exactly.
And she loves
That's
the fact when I actually cook as well, that I've cooked for her. But when you make it a priority that you're no longer going to cook again, and it's just outside you're going to be eating, there might be a bit of a problem.
Yeah,
there.
that actually makes
that's why I
sense.
said
And I'll
there's
tell
a
you why.
fine line.
Yeah, so sorry. So, you made mention of something. You said to me that, about the fact that, you like when your
real
wife
quick
cooks
Yeah.
for you, right?
Yeah.
For me, my wife loves it when she cooks for me and I eat in front of her.
Yeah, they always do.
Now, I like eating with my wife. Know the difference. My wife doesn't want to eat with me. She wants to watch me
Watch you eat.
the food. Right? And that
Really
is
shit,
that
more
is
like.
good. That is good until the day I do something wrong. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, maybe let's eat this
Like
food
tonight,
together.
you might have to go home with something.
So for me, it's good, right? I'm not saying that I don't like it, right? My wife enjoys eating out. But mine was born out of the fact that I have had a number of food poisoning
Oh, okay.
from outside. So it's a thing of trauma for me because every time I think about it, that we're buying food again, I don't know where they did this food, I don't know what they used to do this
All right.
food, and
Dick, let me
that
pause
kind
you
of
there.
thing. Yeah.
So,
No, hang on
let
a
me
second.
add a few
Wait,
things.
I'll let you come back in,
Right.
Taylor Swift. But listen, tell you what we're gonna do, yeah?
Taylor Swift. Did he just
let's
call me
take
Taylor
a very
Swift?
quick break. I know
This
you have
guy's
some.
having a few days. You know what? I'm gonna go all out on you, Zeno. Oh, you woke up
we don't
the
need a
base.
break. We don't need a break.
Oh, we're not going on any break. Stay tuned.
We don't need a break.
Oh,
but
no,
this is
no,
the part
no,
of the
no,
show
no.
where we have to actually
You
attend
invited
to.
the wrong person today.
We have to attend
oh,
to
no,
question.
no, no. Taylor Swift. Oh my goodness. Anyway, all right. Cool.
Let's take your messages.
Call him something else, not Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Kanye, Beyonce. That's what
Okay,
it's
yeah,
called.
yeah.
yeah.
You know what got me? How did you think about Taylor Swift?
No, Beyonce had one of the
Oh,
best albums. All right, Abumi here says, Mazino, please let Kunle speak now. I love it when we see new faces, and Kunle is a
Oh,
sight
wow.
to behold. Okay, bye.
Cool is what?
It's
sight
a
to
sight to behold.
behold.
Okay, so Bumi, I'm
Kunle
sorry,
is-
I just needed to
Sight
remind you
to
that
behold.
we are of the same cloth, the same age, and while I have a full head of hair, his hair is running away from his face.
Tell them Kule is single.
He
Shoot
is
your
rather
shot.
single, however, but
Shoot your shot. Kule
I
is single.
don't even understand
Just
what this
know
guy
this.
is talking about.
Funke here
He's
says,
way older than I am. Forget all this
Please.
baldy.
please, the man that is complaining that we order food is maybe not right in the head, though. It's the person that he wants to kill. He's looking for. I am sure of that. Now,
I
I'll tell
was
you something.
actually going to say
I'll
that
tell you something about
there's
my
a bit
household.
of a debate going on online
Let me
about ladies not cooking. I know I try as much as possible not to comment online. By virtue of what I do, marketing and no advertising, I take interest in what people say in the social media space.
So what does this person say?
I think we need to understand something. Times are changing. First of all, times are changing. As time changes, the way we approach things
Yeah,
in life,
I agree with
career, work,
I
everything
agree with you.
changes as well.
Can I jump on
However,
that, Kunle?
sorry, hold on, please. However, there are certain things, certain principles that we really can't totally ignore.
Throw away.
And for instance, when we talk about marriage, right? Marriage is a union between two people. And to a very large extent, there are certain things expected of the man.
Both parties.
Exactly. So we're not saying, you know, you should be a slave for the man, right? But, you know, it's also part of the things that cements the relationship.
I was gonna say.
No, but
So
you know,
let me come in real quick.
know-
So when I got married, I was like rah, yes.
even though I'm a vendor, I don't see. It doesn't really matter if you order every
Listen,
time.
so Kunle,
But we have to tell
when
you
I
the
got
truth.
married, I was like, rah, yes, I'm married now. There's gonna be home cooked meal every single evening. Ooh. Got married. I was very angry when there was no home cooked meal all the time.
Back in the days,
Yeah,
that
but-
wouldn't be the norm.
but
Back in
yeah,
the days, I mean,
but as we
the era of
advance,
our parents.
as I note the many sacrifices my wife, who is a mother, has to make throughout the entire day, working throughout the day, and then I come home and I'm expecting food, even if I've been
It's
out
not
working.
realistic.
It's not.
It's not
Thank you. The word is it's not realistic. So I'm like,
not.
you know what? Today I'm just gonna go out and get everybody shawarmas, or I'm just gonna go out. Let's all just go out.
Asuwama more like.
Asuwama perhaps.
Yeah.
But real quick, let's do another one here. This is Outlook, our very regular Outlook.com says, Mazino, me, I cannot marry an older woman. No. I mean, so she will cut me
How
eye.
old is he?
Then we will go out and say, Outlook, don't eat the food though. Don't eat that food though, or else you are dead.
You know the problem
Like
he's
my
making.
second mom.
The problem he's making, he's taking his partner to be too old. We're not saying go and marry your mother. We're not saying go and marry your mother.
So you can marry someone 5 years older than you.
You can even marry
10
somebody who's
years
your
older,
age
yeah.
and who still acts like that.
I would rather say marry someone. As a matter of fact, get married when you know you're ready to get married, regardless of the age. I
mean,
think
look,
that's
Have you ever met
fundamental.
somebody and then the way the person behaves, you're quite shocked with the way they're behaving?
Yeah.
And you ask them, how old are you?
Exactly.
And you not find out their
precisely.
ages. I'm like, wow, you're kind of like
Precisely
impressed
my point.
that they're that
so
age.
you have a 23-year-old that could act even more mature than a 35-year-old.
Yep, absolutely
and sometimes
correct.
you have a 35-year-old
absolutely
who's
correct.
immature. So it's
that's
not really
correct.
about age. I mean, way back when we were in school,
I mean,
you were
what's
like
your
7 years
excuse?
older,
What's
than
your
me.
excuse?
You guys are still on that thing.
What
See,
is your excuse?
My excuse.
I know where you're going. Which one?
My-
What is your excuse?
You
man?
guys should calm down. Pause. Real quick, based on that food thing, there was something I said earlier. Like we said, we all agree when they say the way to a man's heart
It's
is
through the stomach.
Yeah.
Truth be told, if you want your woman to be the one feeding you, does it really matter if she's the one cooking the food?
So
Sometimes,
so
yes.
the thing is,
Sometimes.
because
I
I don't
love my
rec-
wife's cooking beyond anything else.
Yes, but
I
you want her to
actually
cook for you all
So
the
we don't-
time.
No, but let's see.
we don't
That's-
receive
I think
we don't
all
receive
agree
straight
that
bullet like
that's
this
not
now.
realistic.
So wait,
That's
wait,
not
wait.
realistic.
So what
I'm
I
not
what I
saying
was
realistic.
saying.
Well, hang on a second.
Oh,
Nick,
okay.
But I'm saying that there is a certain kind of verve, a certain kind of thrill that I get from eating my wife's food, and I want it every single day, but I can't get it. I can't get it, and I'm not going to put her through all that stress to try and make sure that it's there every single day. But man, what I would give to have it every single day, I would love that.
Maybe if you have it too much, you might not value it as
No,
as
no,
you do.
No,
So
perhaps maybe
okay.
that's what nature.
And there's some things your wife wants from
Let me
you
put him on
every
the
single
spot.
day
Let
that
me
she
put him
doesn't
on the
get.
spot.
No, I
Make her
want to
quit
dick.
her job, right? Give her like, let me say, whatever she needs. I mean, write her a blank check every time.
To supply you with food.
You know, she can cook for you every day. Just make sure she gets everything she needs. So stop making
Or send her to
excuses.
Asu shawarma for.
So
better
the thing is,
still,
so the thing is, for me, I mean, I appreciate the fact that my wife goes the extra mile sometimes to buy food, right? Now, the topic was about the fact that
vendors.
are the vendors affecting marriages or, of course. So my point is this. I love my wife's food. In fact, I love it when I see her cooking the food. In fact, my favorite time in my house is once she's carrying the food to the dining.
There's a way you
You know,
always
when
put
she's
these
coming,
points across
once I
when it
see her
comes to
like
women.
this, I love it. And there's something that I usually do when she serves me. So there was this. I think there was this year. I took all the pictures of all the food that my wife cooked and served me, and then I did a video collage, and it blew her mind.
Listen to this, guys.
You gave
Listen,
him
that's
it
what
blew
he
my
says.
mind.
Mazino, my girlfriend broke up with me because, according to her, I don't finish her food at home. But we went to a party and I cleared the plate. And
I
asked
was
for
about
more.
to say what I was about to say
at
this
that.
right now.
Look at
I
that.
said, you know what I did?
disaster.
So let me tell
So
you.
I think it's
so
about-
let me-
it's
so
about
hold
how
on, hold
you-
on. I was about to
what-
get to
question-
something. So let me tell you. So I did the video collage of all of the meals that my wife cooked and served me. Right now, there is
And you
something.
posted it?
There is something. No,
you
hold on.
post
I
it?
posted it and appreciated. I did like a long
Where
post
did you post it?
everywhere
Instagram, doesn't matter, don't
on
worry,
social
go
media.
on.
my point was, that after doing all of this, right, whilst I'm being served, I always finish my food. And my wife made mention of something one day. She said to me that,
Real quick.
apart from the fact that I love cooking for you, I love that you actually finish the food all the time.
There's one question I want to
Apart
ask you.
from that, when we're at loggerheads, when we are quarreling, like we're not talking in the house,
She still cooks?
she
She
will
would
still
cook.
cook and I will still eat it. And she's
Yeah.
like, no,
Just
that's
one question we're not
that's
asking.
Real quick, gang, real quick, because we have to end the show.
Yeah,
but
no.
real quick.
This is just a
Really?
question. You don't have to answer it.
Yeah.
The question, and for those people out there that are watching or listening, can your wife even cook?
That's exactly what I was going to ask. Like,
Can your
the
wife
question I
cook?
would love to ask guys, why doesn't he finish the food in the
Yeah.
first place?
Maybe his
Listen
wife
here.
Is
can
it
cook.
something about
Not everybody
the
can
quality
cook.
of the food?
There's this thing we do every
taste?
single week. It's called Just a Tip.
Oh,
Knowing you is
jeez.
not what
Oh,
you're thinking.
no.
For
It's
God's
advice.
sake.
How did you go there?
Listen, it's
How
advice.
did you go there?
Zeno.
The
Listen,
first
this
time
is
I
a
did, I was told I did not go there.
Gang, settle down. Gang,
Calm down.
what it is, it's a roundabout
him gang?
advice. Sorry,
Can't you give me
Kule.
something else? Can't
No,
you
no,
call
no,
it
no.
something? What did you have to call it? That was your idea, right?
Calm down. We have to end the show now. But just
There
give
you
us-
go.
just
That's
give
my
us-
Zeno for you. This so-called almost this cute and cuddly wannabe is not cute. And
Right.
I'm gonna expose his
Calm
bum.
down, Kule. But it's
Right.
called Just a Tip. What you do is you give us just a little bit of an advice on everything that we've talked about. That's your camera there, and you're the one who's giving it to us today. So just think of something real smart. No, it's going to be quite a chore for you, but think of something real smart, and we'll get back
I'll
to
call
you.
it nuggets, not just the tip.
Just a minute. Just a
I'm
minute.
not going to play along with him.
We'll come to that. But gang, real quick on you were saying something from before regarding this issue about the vendors. Real quick, while he's thinking of
Yeah, I
something
was saying,
smart.
can your wife really cook? If she can't cook, here's the funny thing. If food is a problem in your marriage, then your marriage is in bigger problems.
Fantastic. Kule, just a tip, please.
You know, the way you said it just made everything go off my mind. But anyway, I'll call it nuggets from me. So we've talked about many things, actually. First thing, or what I would say is anything you do it passionately, be real. And then from the main topic we're talking about, the food vendor
vendors, yeah.
thing, hey, keep us in business. We want to sell. But at the same time, also keep your spouses happy.
Yeah.
That's important. So I think I should just leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Listen, would like to say thank you very much to everybody who has been on the show here with us, who sent in messages. And if we couldn't read your messages, we apologize. We'll try and respond to them on social media. Thank you very much, Kunle, for coming through. Mr. Shukumbi,
I will come back and I'll
Mr.
whip this
Elena.
guy's butt.
Niger Butcher, make sure
This
you follow
guy
him.
is not what he claims
I'm
he
trying
is.
to advertise you.
Okay.
Niger Butcher,
You
make sure
better
you
do it
follow him
well.
on social media. He does the best Asuwama, the only Asuwama in Lagos. Fantastic.
Awesome-based products, goat meats and stuff. Hey, we've been helping
Hey.
families for long, man. Just check out our page. It's Niger Butcher.
Like I said, a learner of life. Mr.
You
Deck,
just have to say that.
thank you very much for coming through once
Thank
again.
you.
We're riding tonight, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we go. Mr.
Absolutely.
Gang,
Yes.
GASG.
If your wife can't cook, assume shawarma.
Yeah.
I couldn't put it any better way. Thank you,
Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, for joining us for today's show. From me, it's good night, or is it good morning?
I'm going to tackle him after we're done. Right.
We'll catch you guys.